Hello there, and welcome back to the Pit and Paddock Racing Show. Indycar wraps up its season early, F1 goes Dutch, and NASCAR kicks off the contest for a pseudo-champion. All that and more next on Pit and Paddock. Formula One awoke from its long summer nap to race in the land of Verstappen. We were all praying for a McLaren double crash out, but we got a Lando engine burnout and a Ferrari double crash out. McLaren still won with pastry. Verstappen hung on to second, and Haji shocked the Quest family with his third place and first ever F1 podium. Good job, Haji.
Good drive. Came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Even Leclerc couldn't get past him.
No.
In the early laps. Like, he had some speed.
That's a tough track to pass on. Leclerc was using the bumper, too.
There's a reason that they hadn't been to the Netherlands in a long time. The track sucks.
So they won't be back. Well, before we jump into the race, let's back up to practice and qualifying. I think it was P1, P2, I don't know. But Lance Stroll is already practicing crashing on bank turns for next year when he pays an IndyCar team a lot of money to wreck their cars. The team did an all-nighter to get the car fixed so he could get into qualifying, and he promptly crashes it in Q1.
Same spot?
Same spot, or another bank turn. I don't know. Man, that's rough.
I wanted to point out Q2 where Leclerc found out what the fox says on turn 4. There's a fox on turn 4. I think he's taking the exit road. And then Mark Webber somehow, or not Mark Webber, who's the commentator? I don't know. One of the former drivers talked about how the only song he knew was "What Does the Fox Say?"
How'd that fox get out there?
Yeah. Well, Lando started the race with his usual Max Webber start, giving P2 up to Verstappen, and then he spent the next 10 laps getting past Max. But by then, Pastry had a 4-second lead, and that was pretty much the race.
Yeah, he tries to pretend that he's going to catch him, but that's not going to happen.
The announcers try to pretend like he's got a shot at catching him.
They do.
Highlight to lap 23 when Lewis Hammy crashes in light rain because paint is slippery.
I think the F1 drivers have a tough time grasping that the paint is slippery when it's wet.
Yeah.
It's always that way.
Why do they need to paint the bank turn anyway?
Sponsors.
Yeah, that's important.
And Ferrari, with their usual luck, Leclerc had just pitted right when that yellow came out. He could have really used that.
It wasn't even bad strategy this time. It was just straight up bad luck.
Forward to lap 32 when Leclerc shows Russell that rubbing is racing. And gravel is actually a legit racing surface.
I thought it was a fine pass.
I liked it.
I don't know. He did leave the track completely, and just the fact that he could pass on gravel, he should get away with it.
It shouldn't. Yeah, you should have immediately spun out having your tires on that much gravel, but no.
Clear violation of the rules, but if you can pull that one off, then I think his argument was that Russell didn't leave him enough racing room, and he had nowhere to go except past him.
Well, I'm going here. He just rubbed him.
Yeah.
Lap 53, Antonelli gets vengeance for Russell on Leclerc on the slippery bank.
And he got a 10-second penalty for NASCAR driving.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
He did get an extra 5-second penalty for racing in the pit lane, too.
Can't do that either. 15, I didn't even see where he ended up. Like, he was pretty much so screwed at that point.
Yeah, God.
You know, that was another double DNF for Ferrari. Add that to the double DNF in Canada, and if they finish third this year,
that's
4 DNFs is going to hurt you on the points.
Plus, Lewis has not been scoring very well also.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lewis hasn't taken to the Ferrari so well, has he?
No.
Is there a history with Britain and Italy? Do they ever get along?
I think it's Ferrari's terrible strategy.
Wait, whose side was Italy on in World War One?
I don't recall.
They probably didn't do much.
No.
Well, up to lap 65, Norris got the engine gremlins. That's his second DNF for this team, or for this season.
Always happens to Lando.
Yeah.
The engine troubles.
Well, plus he had the crash when he tried to pass Pastry in the wall. So
Yeah, he did try to pass Pastry by going through him.
yeah,
Somehow. I don't know how that was going to work.
that didn't
He was
work.
lucky that Pastry managed to finish that race, getting hit like that. But
Norris goes from 9 points down to 34 points down.
it was 0 points. I don't know if he can make that back up unless Pastry's engine explodes a couple times.
Yeah, he needs to have Pastry crash or something.
He can't start well, and if he can't get past him on the start, then there's just no getting past him.
Ferrari team boss said that it was going to be a qualifying season, and he's been proven pretty right, because it's hard to pass now.
It is hard to pass.
Well, it's hard to catch McLaren, and then even harder to pass. Unless you're Max and passing Lando on a start, that's easy.
Lando needs to work on that start. Lap 69 was the final restart, and Pastry took off with the lead and just set sail.
He did a couple tricky restarts because, once the safety car pulls off, he can restart wherever he wants and bunched up the field and then took off where you didn't expect it. I'm going to say that a rule change for next year, all restarts are grid restarts.
Yeah, I don't know what the criteria is, because I've seen them do a grid restart sometimes, and then safety car other times.
Yeah.
Or they should have a zone like NASCAR, where you have to go in this set area that way.
And it's short.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to see them all line back up on the grid and start. That would be more of a chance.
Well, with Lando's retirement, Haji ended up with his first podium. I mean, if he's not careful, he's going to end up in that second Red Bull seat and just destroy his career. So he needs to
Nobody wants that.
settle it down a little bit. Don't get too good out there.
Yeah, you don't want to
be demoted to the Red Bull team.
Yeah.
What is?
Well, I notice in Formula One, everyone does fireworks at the end of the race. And I think maybe they need something different. So instead of 100 fireworks, they could release 100 third world migrants onto the track of the host country.
Ooh. The FIA could give out 100 causing a collision penalties, all to signs.
Oh. Or how about they cut 100 EU regulations?
They could fly 100 St. George's Cross flags to celebrate.
Reasonable. They could allow 100 people to make critical social media posts.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's not going to happen in France.
They could raise taxes to offset the carbon footprint of all the fireworks they were going to shoot off.
There you go.
That's what they'll end up doing. In F1 news, there's been some rumors that Colton Herta could move over to F2 so he can get enough super license points to drive for Cadillac.
Because he can't get enough super license points in an open wheel Indycar that does road courses.
No.
That doesn't count.
Not finishing 8th in the points. I think you only get super license points for the top 3, and it's not a lot.
But if you're in F2, you get super license points no matter where you finish.
Pretty much. If you make it through the whole season and finish in the top whatever, you're good.
So, but in American racing, it doesn't count.
No.
Did they put a tariff on American racing?
They did. They want you to go to F2 to get into F1.
They're going to get back at Trump one way or another.
Yeah, they are.
Well, next up, F1 takes a week off, and then they're off to Monza for the Olive Garden Grand Prix.
That's offensive to all Italians.
I know. They love Olive Garden over there, just like they love Starbucks.
Yeah, their favorite restaurants.
I went to Italy, and I could not find a single Starbucks in Rome.
Don't ask anyone either.
Yeah.
It'll kick you out. I'm interested to see where Hamilton starts with a 5-spot grid penalty for not going slow enough.
Yeah. What? Some kind of, it was a yellow, double yellow, and he didn't go slow enough? Or...
I think so. The FIA was just throwing around penalties because they get bored sometimes.
Hamilton used to be the favorite. Like, he could never do wrong, and now...
They're making up for it.
You can't give a Ferrari a grid spot penalty in Monza.
No. He's got to start with his teammate so they can draft their way up to the front.
I'm pretty sure that the race stewards from that race will not show up for the Italian race.
Nope. NASCAR went to Darlington for the Confederate Flag Memorial 500, where it was all Chase Briscoe all day, with Reddick a frustrating second and a largely unknown Eric Jones in third.
A who?
Eric Jones.
There's an Eric Jones in NASCAR?
Yeah, he finishes third in the Southern 500 sometimes. That's about it, though.
Never heard of that guy.
Well, race highlights. We had Josh Berry forfeiting the entire playoffs by crashing on lap 1. And, of course, Kyle Busch joined in the party to get that crash out of the way, too.
You can't have a crash without Kyle Busch involved in some form.
What, are you guys crashing up there? I want to do it. Let me in.
Man, he just got loose out of nowhere.
I was like, well, hopefully Josh Berry can play the spoiler. Oh, no.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty much it for him. He's down like 30-some points now.
I have him in my dropout 4 after the round of 16.
Not surprising.
Good job. You're doing just what I told you, Barry.
Good pick now. Lap 30, Riddick decides to drift around one of the turns. Gets saved by the wall, though, so that was helpful.
It was kind of a pretty drift, though.
Probably not great for the tires. Lap 46 at Darlington, Brad Kay has a loose wheel after a pit stop, then stops in Logano's stall to get it tightened back up.
NASCAR's already ruled that it's okay to use someone else's box.
Oh, I think they call it the Will Smith rule.
Reasonable.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lap number 69, Denny Hamlin has a 30-second pit stop after an air gun fiasco. It thinks he was... I think it wasn't plugged in or something, or what was that?
That was like an Abbott and Costello routine.
The guy's like,
wait, where do I plug this in
What's
at?
going on here?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's not plugged in. Here, take this one. And it's unplugged too. And he's like, well, you got to plug it in before you hand it to me.
Yeah. Yikes.
Then finally, the front tire changer just, I'll do it. I'll just do it.
That one will be on the gag reel.
I can imagine what Denny Hamlin was saying in that car during the entire stop.
Does he own that team?
No.
He owns the other team.
Yeah, the other one. The one that's suing NASCAR. That stage ended with pretty much Briscoe dominating the entire thing.
Man, Briscoe has got that track dialed in.
It's pretty much the best battle of so far throughout the day was SVG trying to get his lap back.
I was rooting for Gilligan because pickle car.
Was he in the pickle car, or was it a hot pickle car this time?
Oh yeah, it was hot.
During stage 2, Hocevar does a lonely spin on track, and then again on pit road. And then he rampages at his crew about the entire situation.
Worst car ever.
Worst car ever, whining. And I think he went on to finish in the top 10 too, so...
Shut up.
Well, it's early. Let us fix it. And then the next cycle of pit stops, guess what? Denny Hamlin's crew blows the stop again.
I don't think he's going to be happy. Well, he still finished 7th, so...
Yeah.
It's not like you were challenging for the lead, Hammy.
But it's... Especially when it's tough to pass like that, then you can't be ruining it in the pits.
Oh, is Darlington one of those old school hard to pass tracks?
Yeah, but even more hard to pass with the car now.
Oh, the tuned down equity car?
Yeah. Lap 203, Cody Ware gets his spin of the day in. We wouldn't be anywhere if we couldn't get that in.
I did not see why he spun. Was it a lonely spin?
It was a Ryan Preece wants me out of the way spin.
Oh, well, that's reasonable.
He finally did it. Then we had a couple laps later, Ryan Blaney got a spin in there too.
More Kyle Busch intrigue.
Yeah.
Kyle checked up in front of him and
Kyle was feeling like he was getting bored. Gotta get someone else to spin too.
Bumper check.
And then stage 2 ended being dominated by Briscoe again.
More Briscoe.
In the longest stage of the night, which was also dominated by Briscoe, we had the 44 car. They said Derek Kraus was driving. We're all familiar with Derek Kraus.
Wait, is that a singer?
Yes, but no, not
different Kraus.
Yeah, I think so.
Like bluegrass kind of music.
Oh yeah, that is Kraus something. Yeah. His car caught on fire pretty nicely, and he ended up scrambling out of it, concerned. That was pretty rough to watch. More Briscoe dominating through most of it until towards the end when it looked like Tyler Reddick was getting closer to Briscoe, or the announcers wanted you to hope he was getting closer to Briscoe and had a chance, but he didn't. Briscoe held on.
Yeah, I thought Reddick was going to make like a Takuma Sato type dive. Like, I'm either going to win or crash.
I saw him dive in there. I was like, go for it. Come on, liven up the race.
And then he realized, oh, wait, I'm in the playoffs. I guess I'll just take second. Play the points game. Well, that was the first round of the playoffs. So we can bring our first playoff report of the year. Briscoe, first place, because he won. Hammy, second place, because points are weird.
He didn't crash, I guess.
Larson, third. Oh, because he won like 3 races. So
he's got those bonus points racked up. So does Hammy, too. So
and then Reddick, who still hasn't won a race, fourth.
Well, he finished second, so
yeah,
good enough.
Why don't they just wipe if it's a playoffs, why don't you start with a clean slate? And
so they can get the wins actually count for something helpful.
Yeah.
I think they should be more than, 5 points a win you get bonus? I don't know.
Hey, that's like 15 points for SVG, right?
He's already wiped that lead off. The big losers in the first round of the playoffs, Josh Berry with his lap 1 crash, all the way in last place now. Ooh. Bowman, Hammy, Bell, and Byron all had pit issues. Hammy managed to work through it, but the rest of them all finished outside of the top 15 or 20, I think. Ryan Blaney had a spin, not great.
I feel like that was a flinch spin, like like you get, like when your big brother goes like that and makes you flinch. Bush checked up a little bit and he flinched and spun his car. He did keep it off the wall though.
That was he managed to work the throttle pretty well. Yeah.
Why was his pit boss yelling at him, get off the brakes, get off the brakes? Was that the pit boss, or was he yelling to himself through the mic?
Maybe he was trying to remind himself how to get out of hitting the wall.
Yeah.
Kyle Larson and Joey Baby just generally sucked at racing, so not great nights for them, but they made it through without crashing, so I guess that's not too bad.
Playoff winners for Darlington, Briscoe and Reddick for not sucking at racing.
They did not suck.
They did good. And then Bubba and Chastain for being okay at racing.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, they weren't in the back. They weren't great, but hey, they racked up some points.
Other NASCAR news: Connor Zilisch got his 8th win of the season. He also missed a race earlier in the year and is still leading the points. So that's a pretty big lead he's got.
Does Xfinity still do a real championship system, though?
Oh, no, they have the fake playoff system.
Oh, do they?
So Connor could still easily lose the championship by some fluke in the last race of the season.
Wait, was that the first race for X Series too?
No, I think they start next.
Okay. Well, let's do best and worst NASCAR paint schemes for Darlington.
My good scheme was Ross Chastain in the Busch car, and it had a horse on it. I like horses.
Oh, I like that one too, like a black stallion.
Yeah, that was a good look.
I remember that movie when I was really little. The Black Stallion. He saves the boy from a cobra or something.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. My favorite car, I went with Gilligan in the number 34 Hot Pickle car. Not just pickles this time. It's hot pickles. And they're angry.
Are they spicy pickles or do they warm the pickles up?
They're beyond spicy.
Oh, I'll be the judge of that.
They're like wanting vengeance type pickles.
They're going to need it after that race.
Yeah. They need it after every race.
My bad scheme of the week is, guess what? The Chumba car is back, and I can't go without mentioning the Chumba car. I hate it so much.
They made it look good once.
They did like an American flag paint scheme on it, and I was like, okay, that's acceptable. And then they're back to this garbage again.
Yeah, now they look like the Rugrats again.
Yeah, that is what it looks like. That weird art style.
Yeah. My bad car would be Ricky Spinhouse, the 47, because it's got a gay Pokemon on the side.
Was that the penguin thing?
Yeah, what is that?
I didn't know if I wanted that to be my best or worst. I just couldn't decide. But I was like, what's going on with this cartoon penguin?
What's his attack? Slap?
I don't know. I probably should have asked some kids what it is. They would know.
Slap and make fun of your clothes. That's...
Slap and tickle? What?
Yeah. Honorable mention, bad car, Bush in the number 8. It had personal injury lawyers, and then it had a big guy on the front, looked like a dead dude.
Oh.
Because he's so old.
I get stupid personal injury lawyers.
I mean, you know what? You should get negative points just for having personal injury lawyers on your car.
Where do they get all this money to sponsor a race car in a national series?
Oh, it's extortion.
Oh, that's what I figured.
I'm going to sue you, or you can spend $100,000 defending yourself, or you could just give me $50 and I'll go away. That's how the legal system works.
Great news. Coming up next for NASCAR, we're heading to the second playoff race at Gateway in St. Louis.
Oh, that makes sense. Gateway.
Yeah.
Because they have the big gate.
That's where they got that from.
Oh, okay. I wondered because, like, every city's got a mall called Gateway. Or something.
Hopefully it's more interesting than it was last year. Probably won't be. It's a flat mile track.
Oh, those cars can barely pass as it is without banking.
Yeah.
Good luck, NASCAR. Indycar wrapped up their season in Nashville, where CaptainCheater.com, Joseph Newgarden, managed a second win for Penske, with teammate Scotty Mack in third. And it's still their second worst season of all time.
Wow.
And Pablo was second, but who cares? Race highlights. What'd you like?
Well, it looked an awful lot like Milwaukee last week when Rasmussen went back to his crashing ways early on lap 1. That was kind of tough to see.
Yeah, it did feel like deja vu all over again.
Lap 1 crash. Well, it wasn't Jacob Abel this time. It was your defending winner. Good job, Rasmussen.
Pato O'Ward started on pole, and he gave us a pretty good battle with Pablo for the first stint. And then Pablo cut a tire on lap 53 and pitted early. I was so sad.
He managed to not hit the wall, too, and cut a tire, which is obnoxious.
Could you at least crash one time for no reason?
No, he's got that, like, Dixon luck from back in the day. On to lap 37, and Graham Rahal's already a lap down. There it is.
Yeah.
Good job.
Is he coming back next year?
Maybe he can go to F2. No.
No. I do want to see Graham do well, but it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Up to lap 83, and Foster takes out Mugus with a not-so-subtle block.
Man, a lap down, too.
I know.
Just blocking.
Lap down Foster, that's his nickname now. That's it from now on, you're lap down Foster.
It's not the way to do things there.
The thing is, Mucus didn't actually hit him. He just kind of flinched too hard and went in the wall. So you could blame it on Mucus a little bit. I mean, Foster just gave him a little like, hey,
look out.
Don't get too close kind of thing.
Then the entire field pits, and St. Ferrucci tries to take a shortcut to pit road. Had to slow down and give back 3 spots.
No cuts in IndyCar.
I noticed that. He's like, cuts down the road and everyone's off. He's like, oh, oops.
Ooh, wrong exit. Yeah, I'm like, why are you going down this long road?
He guns it like he's gonna make up a bunch of spots. Like that's nah.
How did he get there ahead of the other cars? Like, they're out on the speedway still.
Well, they're under caution, so he's taking a shorter route.
Yeah, that's
and he
true.
passed everyone.
It almost worked, St. Ferrucci.
Good try, but everyone's got a camera on them. You can't get away with that. Then lap 127, Pato continues his horrific luck and crashes out while leading the race. And the field pits again.
Power overshot his marks in the stall. Great. And then stalls as he tries to leave. And at one point he was on top of the air gun hose too.
Yeah, then they had to move the car again.
Yeah, no way to end your IndyCar career, Will Power.
No. Hope we'll find out. Maybe he'll be back for Indy. Herta's crew did manage to find a new way to destroy a pit stop with an unsafe release this time.
Yeah, they did.
That's new.
Dredge up a Formula One rule.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, like they actually did a good stop and got him out quick. Oh, we can't have Herta getting out quick. Unsafe release.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Back in there.
Up to lap 148, Captain Cheater makes it to the lead in his home track.
Yay. Once again, we have Connor Daly enjoying the high line, getting past a bunch of people.
He seems to live up on that high line. It works for him.
Just late restart, like, I'm going to pass 6 cars on the high line.
Yeah.
Screw all the marbles. Let's go for it.
Tends to work. And then, then everybody, gets rubbered in and then he gets past.
Tough to get up there. 34 to go. Pablo undercut on the last cycle and ends up in first place.
And I'm like, oh, not again. I'm so tired of seeing the Spaniard win.
But the new tires beat the undercut. 26 laps to go. Scotty Mack takes the lead. Newgarden gets passed in for second.
Normally, that's where I'd hope for the Penske's to crash each other out, but not with Pablo in third.
That's exactly what would happen, too, is he's going to be running third if they took each other out.
He would somehow avoid the crash and win the race.
It was looking pretty good for Scotty Mack. S-Mac, if you will.
S-Mac, I like S-Mac.
Shorten it even more.
Yeah.
That's good. 21 laps to go. He continues his level walls, tries to hug the concrete, and he loses the lead.
How did he get up into the wall?
He just drifted up, just touched it enough to lose a spot or two.
Didn't he kind of do that in the Indy 500? Like on the opening?
Oh, on the pace laps, he just spun it out and crashed.
He does love to hit the concrete, doesn't he?
That was rough.
Well, after that, it was Captain Cheater's turn to take the lead. Newgarden held on and finally won a race this year. At his home track, nonetheless, so good for him.
Well, he managed to ruin the donut terribly and, stalled the car or something.
Indy cars are supposed to be able to donut. It's not like they're stock cars.
Well, Pablo was tearing it up on the grass with some real good donuts down there.
Yeah, what was he doing?
He's like, I'm the champion. I'm going to do some donuts.
I can do donuts on the grass. I can do better grass donuts than you can do on the asphalt.
Yeah, this is how you do donuts. Look at me.
Yeah, IndyCar news. Will Power chooses the sports car retirement series after Penske decides 44 is too old for IndyCar drivers. He's out.
Like how Penske Will Power has decided to move on.
Yeah.
Has he? Has he decided to move on?
Did he really?
Is he going to sports cars?
I don't see where else he's going to go. It's not like he's going to get dropped down to Indy cars.
No. It's probably sports cars. I'll bet he'll get some team will give him a shot at Indy.
Yeah, he'll come back for the IndyCar races once in a while.
Probably not Penske, but somebody will.
He'll be driving for Ed Carpenter or Malukas.
Helio, where he comes back for 10 more years and wins the race a couple times, probably.
I do remember seeing Will Power when he started Champ Car Series. Was it Champ Car then, or was it still kart?
I think he did Champ Car.
Yeah, it was Champ Car. It was all road and street courses, and he drove for that Australian team, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Remember they were sponsored by that awful Australian wine? They're like green and yellow or something.
Oh, yeah, the Aussie Vineyards team.
We saw him at...
Was he at Vegas?
The Vegas downtown race.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
That was a good race. That was the first time we saw Graham Rahal, and he crashed on the first lap.
I've noticed a pattern.
Then we saw him again. Remember it was owned by the guy that engineered the reunion of the two IndyCar series.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that. What was that guy's name?
Cal Coven?
Yeah, Cal Coven. We saw him walking around at Sonoma. Little short, chubby dude with white hair.
Millionaire.
Yeah, that too. Well, good luck, willpower.
I think he could have gone another year or two, but whatever.
Hey, if Scott Dixon can do it.
Here comes David Malukas. With Zandvoort losing its F1 date, it has held talks with IndyCar and NASCAR about replacing that date not next season or the season after. I think that could be pretty interesting.
I root for NASCAR.
They should both go and do a doubleheader there, because I don't think either one series could fill it up like F1, but maybe if you put them both together, they could...
I'm sure the Dutch would come out to see NASCAR for the first time.
It'd probably be entertaining.
Yeah.
This is what we think of track limits.
I don't see either series going that far away from the United States.
I think they would have to kick in a lot of transportation costs to get them out there.
Yeah. Even NASCAR doesn't have the kind of budget to send all those ship all those cars over to the Netherlands.
And it wouldn't make sense for a one. They'd need to do like 2 races, or at least, to make it make sense.
Dutch Grand Prix. Oh, and then Spa. That would work.
Oh, that would be fun.
I would love to see NASCAR at Spa. The old Spa.
The big... 15-mile.
Yeah, the 15-mile Spa where you can really put the pedal down.
Don't run out of gas. In schedule news, there is a rumor saying that IndyCar and NASCAR could have a doubleheader next March at Phoenix. IndyCar on Saturday, NASCAR on Sunday.
Oh, in March for the spring race?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd pay money for that. Instead of, would they still have the Busch Series?
My guess is they would do the Busch Series Saturday during the day and IndyCar at night.
Okay. 3 races?
That would make for a solid Saturday.
That would be worth the money.
You get to watch the 2 best series race on the track. Hopefully IndyCar has Phoenix figured out a little better than they did last time.
God, I hope so. They did 3 races and they were all pretty much a train.
Are they going to follow NASCAR's lead on restarts where they all fan out below the yellow line?
I would pay money to see that too.
I want to. It seems dangerous, but I'll allow it.
Too bad we can't get our infield RV spot back.
Oh, man, that would have been fun.
That was fun, living at the track for 4 days on the infield. Our inside sources say IndyCar is working on a new officiating board. One that isn't led by the guy that owns the series and the 3-car team.
I can see where they would want to do that.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I heard that they invited the FIA to give advice.
True.
FIA suggested not allowing any contact at all, making sure they cover track limits with a microscope, and adding as many penalties as possible post-race. And also, when in doubt, give Sainz a 10-second penalty.
Sainz just deserves a 10-second penalty for being Spaniard.
He does.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they seriously brought the FIA over to watch the last race, not Nashville, Milwaukee, and supposedly give them advice on putting together not a governing board, but the officiating board.
Just have it separate from IndyCar.
Yeah.
Maybe have all the owners pick something, I don't know, something like that.
So I didn't realize that basically Penske was the head of the officiating board, and I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense why they didn't get any penalties after St. Pete 2 years ago.
And finally they had to pretend to care after Indy because everyone watched them do it live on television.
They did get their comeuppance this year. 2 race wins in an entire year. And since that was the last IndyCar race, no more triple headers.
Yep, this is the last one.
Yep, that's it for the show. Triple headers again whenever IndyCar wakes up, like March. Or wait, no, February and then March later.
And hopefully a lot less gaps in that opening run there.
No 6-week gap.
No. In other news, last Friday the media world was on fire with wild rumors about the death of President Trump after he was silent on social media for a few days. It turned out Trump wasn't dead. He was just trying to see what it was like to be Joe Biden. So, no problems there.
He needed to do more than 3 days to feel what it was like to be Joe Biden.
Yeah, you need like at least 4 years of that.
Yeah.
And then you'll be close.
Has the president made a statement this month? No. Maybe next month.
Yeah. Is he taking questions?
Yeah.
Yes, that was your question.
Yep, then that was one.
And we're done.
That's it for the show. We'll be back next week. Only NASCAR.
NASCAR. No more IndyCar.
Could that be a site instead of OnlyFans, only NASCAR?
I hope not.
Do they have pit girls at NASCAR?
No, not really.
It's the South. Why do they not have pit girls?
I don't know.
They had trophy girls. They don't have trophy girls anymore, do they?
No, not really.
We needed to talk to the Franz family.